Watch out, Unk. I'm gonna boom you!
Nice try, nephew. You just wasted your last shot. What are you gonna do about the second one, though?
Huh?
Eat this! So we pick up this episode with Rudo and Zodiel's convo about how he was trying to recreate his own Watchman series line, but that shit flopped. But as a result, it led towards a whole different creation, being the artificial trash beast. And that's when bro drops the word that they are going to fly up towards the sphere on the trash beast that they are currently inside. We then cut to another Rudo flashback and how he was basically shunned by everyone for being the son of a murderer, and that he'll end up just like his father eventually. And that shit was making him trip. We see that it was a dream, but his hands are in pain, and luckily Regto came in to tend to him. But no matter what Regto did, Rudo is still suffering. So one day, Regto came back with the chrome gloves that we all know today. Rudo is confused about how and why Regto had the gloves even though they were on the sphere, and all this just interested Zodiel even more. Zodiel then reveals that all the Watchman series lines were worn by a single person, and just one of them holds crazy power. Someone who's had their needs met in life would go mad due to the anima they hold, but Rudo says that he ain't never went crazy from it, and Zodiel says it's because they use it in the normal way because they've lost an important part of their humanity somewhere in their life. Zodiel tells Rudo not to look so down, being that is because they are able to wield such great power. But he does ask the question being, what were to happen if a person like them were to wear the whole fit? To achieve his goal, he must know and experiment. Zodiel says that they're going to cross the border between the sphere and the ground, and then they'll see for sure who will live and who will die. We then pan to Gita, and she's like, say you swear to God we in a trash beast right now. And she's so adorable, man. I love her. We then cut to Engine and Fu, and shit gets to shaking. Fu's freaking out because he thinks Zodiel is doing this to try and rush him to beat Engine, but that's when Engine turns around and starts walking away to try and find the rest of the gang. Fu is just begging him at this point to swing first, and Engine, I'm watching your scene right now, gang. Why you trying not to laugh, bruh? That's disrespectful as shit, bruh. But that's when Fu drops the fact that they are inside a trash beast. And Engine's also like, say you swear to God, and god damn, the face that this nigga is making does not fit. It looks ugly as shit. We then cut to the Santa Bros and Unk over here with the same shit happening to them. And bro thinks that Deer is causing the shaking with his fidgeting. Now keep that in mind. Unk ultimately reveals that they are in a trash beast to fly towards the sphere. And just like the other two, this nigga was shocked, but Deer wasted no time. And just like that, these guys are at 120% of their potential. Looking now, boy. The Santa Bros up their jinkies, with the Centralian being Deer's binky and bro's bandana named Cloth. Unk was like, oh, so you trying to get active, huh? But that's when bro wraps Deer up and launches him towards the wall to hit this right hook. Did I just get baited? Deer repeatedly keeps punching the wall, and Unk was like, not gonna lie, that little nigga trash. And bro's like, turn around real quick. And that's when we see Deer making these big ass craters in the wall. Deer's binky is the progressive type. The more he hits something, the more he drains the power from that thing and becomes stronger. As we see that he breaks through the wall. Bundus over here jolly as hell, seeing the potential of Deer like your average PDF file, but he stops the nice guy act and starts to turn up, using his jinky being hands. Nigga really moving like Nico Robin in this bitch. Oh, I just know you a freaky ass nigga, Unk. We see him jump into the air and use his hands to rip off bro's jinky. As it seems like they're about to get active, shit gets to shaking again as we see the place flip over and now they're free falling. Bro sees Deer above him, but with his quick thinking, he uses his jinky to grab a hold of him, promising that they'll get out of this shit alive just like that day. Now, I don't remember if we were shown their backstory in the manga, but I am so ready for it because it's sounding tough already, no glaze. Bundus tries to get close because he was trying to get that first in, you know what I'm saying? But they get hit with Karkun, and now he's in the back seat with Bro and Deer in the front. And this sequence was genuinely frying my shit. They was trying to change courses with the wheel, and that shit wasn't even connected to the car. It was like they was stuck in one of them Chicago drill reverse edits or something. Deer was so cooked, he fell out of the car, but Bundus grabbed him and told Bro to watch the damn road. They ain't even have the wheel anymore in the car. They was genuinely cooked. But that's when they see a pipe in the distance, so they lock in. Bro sees a utility pole, lassos that shit, and manages to swing them up to the open pipe. But that's when they see Engine, and Bro was like, yo, Engine, what's the word? Nigga, why'd you riding around with the ops? Chill, nigga, damn, ain't your mom teach you pointing is rude? Bundus sees Fu and questions why he ain't beat Engine yet, and Fu says that Engine pretty much baited his ass right when he snitched, and he still is here begging to scrap. Deer's playing with his choker, and it actually works, and Engine took the words right out of my mouth. Man, is it good to see and hear Semu indeed. Engine catches her up to speed, and why is Bro unironically making the speed face? Nah, that is crazy. Semu's on Engine's ass though, cause they really got captured while he was with them, but Engine's like, alright girl, I hear you, I'll just bring everyone together. After all, Engine ain't my name for no reason. Semu also mentions that they were able to pinpoint their low, and we see the gang driving over there immediately. And you already know shit about to get messy when Aisha is making this face. She will genuinely slam a nigga, but my man Grist is pissed off as a bitch. I don't blame him too. He was literally 2 steps too late last time, but he's gonna get that get back for sure. We cut to Zodiel still yapping about this damn trash beast and the sphere, and Rudo's doing the Maui Wowie challenge cause their shit got flipped too. Zodiel's still trying to recruit Rudo, but Rudo looks at him and says that he gave his gloves a name, being 3R, and I'm not gonna lie, I fuck with the name heavy. I know we were already introduced to it, but still, I fuck with this heavy. And he just basically tells Zodiel straight up that he has friends and he doesn't. And that shit really made Zodiel mad as hell. But that's when Rudo drops and says that he wants to live and have fun with the cleaners as much as he can and ultimately get his revenge that way, giving him the thumbs down. And not gonna lie, this was kinda tough, but Bones, you cannot keep getting away with this shit, bro. They deadass censored debatably one of Rudo's best panels in the damn series. Like, damn, let the nigga flip off his ops, please. But Zodiel starts beelining right to Rudo and grip Bro by the neck again. Guess that shit really hit home. Zodiel was like, you say you got friends, but where they at though? They fake as hell for not sliding for they mans. Yo, what's the word, muddy? We see that earlier, Engine just went with his gut and blew a hole through the wall, and the rest managed to follow as well. Engine was like, yo, Riyo, you ain't murk no one, right? Me? Nah, you tripping. We see the ground going back to normal, but this just means that the trash beast is starting to fly towards the sphere now. Rudo dashes past Zodiel saying that it's no different from the other artificial trash beast and that they just gotta aim for the core. So he reaches into his shit and whips out this blick and gets the spring. We just giving anyone in this show firearms, huh? But his shit gets stopped as we see Bundus come from the hole, and he happens to be a raider in training. Bro had the same reaction as me. Nigga is a senior citizen and he trying to feel hit by joining an emo crew and beefing with the youngins. But since Zodiel observant, he gotta show off real quick. Riyo and Engine give each other that look and try to split up, but Bundus stopped him. Deer and Bro trying to get in, but they got stopped as well. Rudo keeps trying to shoot, but is still getting blocked. Everyone's fighting each of Bundus' hands, and Bro notices that he instantly grasps the essence of all of their jinkies and is using a certain hand that could best deal with them, essentially using their jinkies' weakness against them. Bro wishes that they could use Gita's jinky, but she is knocked out snoozing right now. I don't know why you don't just wake her ass up in this life or death situation, but whatever, I guess you ain't serious or none. Zodiel is actually really impressed by Bundus and is able to actually see through his jinky himself, saying if you mistake him for someone who has multiple jinkies, you won't be able to beat him. Bro tries to help Deer out, but shit backfires and he gets smacked into the spike pillar thing. And poor Deer, he is literally getting pieced up by these puppet cat-like things. This is some wicked ass shit. This is low even for you, Bundus. Engine and Riyo are just barely holding their own, and Rudo over here trying to be sneaky, but one of Bundus's fingers were on him, and his hand came flying in, grabbed hold of him, and launched him with the rest of the gang. Rudo is freaking out since Engine and the rest can't get past Unk, and ultimately it's a race against time before they cross the border. But Rudo knows that he gave as much care to his 3R Chrome Heart gloves as Bundus with his arms, so he starts to turn up as we see his blick transform into this big ass cannon. Rudo's powers let him reuse up to 3 pieces of trash or broken things as weapons. Subconsciously, Rudo has been splitting up the power of the 3R between each of the 3 set items, but right now he is focusing all of his power into the nail gun. Bundus sees this too, but also acknowledges Rudo to be the biggest threat right now, cause it's hard to stop a stubborn idiot from doing anything they want. Rudo wastes no time firing that shit, and it's pushing Bundus back, but he manages to keep it at bay. And Rudo must think he's Madara or something with the meteors, cause he sends another shot, breaking Bundus's arms, but ultimately he missed the cour and hit the wall. And Rudo was just such a good person at heart, cause he is still worried about Bundus's Jinky. Bundus ends up passing the training though, and as he's walking towards Zodiel, Rudo's like, well, wait, you're Jinky. Nah, nephew, I can fix it, remember? And I guess that was the last of his empathy, cause now Rudo is pissed that they're just running away and having their way, but Zodiel is just doing what he's planned all along, telling him to quit it with a yapping and to destroy the cour already. But now it's too late for them, cause the next fighter to enter the ring is the other rookie, being Norade, floating like she Gojo, and she trying to run it back with Riyo. But the episode ends right there, so if y'all want to find out what happens next episode, then y'all just gonna have to wait for it. If y'all enjoyed this episode coverage, then please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and comment down below what your favorite moment from the 3 episodes that I've covered in this video were. Make sure to also go follow the socials like the Instagram and the Twitter, and be sure to join the Discord as well to be a part of the community. All links are in the description down below. And without further ado, I hope you guys have a great day, and see ya.